Seems like everybody is kind of fed up with what we're going to get in these hearings. Ross Coulthart, another one to add to that list, where he's talking about Congress in this particular clip on News Nation and why he doesn't think anything's really going to happen from the new hearing coming up in September. I'll play the clip here, and then we'll discuss Ross's thoughts afterwards. Check it out.
The simple fact is national security does have to be protected. And as much as a lot of us may not like it, if there is technology or systems or weapons systems in particular, or propulsion systems and energy systems that have been developed in the black from non-human technology, I guess it's kind of inevitable that some senators in particular will collude in endeavouring to protect that from public knowledge unless and until probably the President or the National Security Council that really control the narrative on all of this is going to say, you know what, guys, let's be honest with you. That's what's going on here. To some degree, the public hearings are a dog and pony show. You know, we're being shown and told what we're allowed to be told. There's a hell of a lot more that's known about inside the private skiffs, the secure skiffs inside the Congress where briefings have been given. Congressmen and senators, congressional representatives and senators know a hell of a lot more privately than they do or can talk about publicly. And this is one of the dilemmas right now. And I sense a growing impatience from UAP social media that it's just not fair. And it's not fair. Absolutely, it's not fair. But the simple fact is, if the US does have classified, waived, unacknowledged special access programs operating under compartmentalized security clearances, and if these are in some way authorized by some kind of presidential executive order or presidential executive action directive or emergency action directive, a so-called PED, I guess there might be some perceived legal legitimacy for why this is all being kept secret. And I think we're just going to have to muddle on, and I don't think you're ever going to see the kind of disclosure that people are hoping for in the Congress. It's going to have to come from President Trump or whoever it is in the White House when the decision is made to be more candid with the public.
If you are a homeowner, you need to listen to this. In today's AI cyber world, scammers are stealing home titles and your equity is the target. Here's how it works. Criminals forge your signature on one document. They use a fake notary stamp to pay a small fee with your country, and just like that, your home title has been transferred out of your name. Then they take out loans using your equity or even sell your property, and you won't even know it's happened until you get a collection or foreclosure notice. So, when's the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, you need to do something about it right now. That is why I've partnered with Home Title Lock, so you can find out today if you're already a victim. Use my promo code DTE at HomeTitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report and a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts to any changes. And if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. It's why I trust Home Title Lock. You got to protect yourself. It's like I did. You got to make sure that you are looking after yourself, looking after your family. Don't be a victim. Protect your equity today. Go to HomeTitleLock.com and use that promo code DTE. That is HomeTitleLock.com. Use that code DTE. All right, so, I mean, look, I've talked about this before. Sometimes Ross frustrates me. Sometimes I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page today, man. I'm on the same page. I think he's right. I think he's right about a lot there, where I think they know so much. You can tell even with some of these interviews with things that they have been in these skiffs. They've heard these things. They know what's going on. Yet they can't tell us. There's definitely people protecting secrets and all that. There is absolutely a need to keep things protected because of national security. Obviously, you want to make sure you don't give away secrets. Not only, look, there's also the potential, very realistic potential, that there's a race going on for technology with other countries. You don't want to give up information. That's probably another reason why other countries don't want to do it. They don't want to give up information. Everybody's waiting for someone to make the first move. As far as it just being the president to be able to be the one who does disclosure, I don't even know if I agree with that anymore, because I don't even know the attention. I mean, if you listen to Trump when he talks about it, he says, well, I talk to people, he's like, I don't necessarily believe in it, but I've got people that I have talked to that they believe in it, and very much so. And these are highly respected people. And it's the same song and dance we get from every freaking president. So they're not going to be, that administration's not going to be releasing anything unless it comes down to I don't know, maybe it's like a last thing during the administration to say, I was the guy that did this. I was the president who released to the world that we're not alone. I mean, I still could see that as a play, but I don't know. It's just amazing how much things have changed when even in the last 2 years, because you look at Ross Coulthart, who was responsible for and should be given his flowers for this, and the fact that he was the one who talked to David Grush inside of that interview, and that interview expedited Grush getting in front of Congress and talking in front of everybody, and having the most impactful hearing, in my opinion, to date. There's one in 2022, one in 2023, one in 2024. If you're going to rank them, it's 2023, 2022, and 2024 is in the basement somewhere. It feels like this hearing won't be as much of a sham as the 2024 one, but there isn't going to be much that comes out of it, and that's where I'm in total agreement with Ross Coulthart, because from the people that they already have, what is it going to do? Is it going to get the type of headlines of, oh, here's Congress doing another UFO hearing, it's still very much in the news, here's more people who said they saw things in the sky, let the debate begin? Where Ross is absolutely correct, where the frustrations are coming with, well, why aren't we just being told these things that you guys clearly know? And the answer is, well, we can't, because this. I can't tell you this because of this, because of the clearance, because of the classification, because of this. And it's like, then don't do the hearing. That's what a lot of us are talking about. Don't do the hearing if it's just going to be, as he says, a dog and pony show, which it very well could be. What is the point of it? And this is also coming from both Burleson and Luna, who have talked about how the next hearing has to be people talking about being part of the program, firsthand witnesses, all that and more. That's what you need in order to really make an impact on this thing. Now, granted, we only have, 2 or 3 witnesses that have been confirmed thus far, with apparently more to be had. Now, the question is, who is going to be those other witnesses? And will those witnesses actually be part of the program? Will it be a Matt Brown? Will it be somebody who actually will add some stuff that is way more impactful than the things we have seen in the past? Because I think what was so beneficial about that 2023 hearing, and you had 2 pilots who saw things, 2 very reputable pilots who saw things, who were able to talk about the stuff that they were able to see, the footage that had come out from the New York Times article Fravor was able to speak about. And it was something that was just leading up. First time we're really hearing about it from a pilot, Navy pilot. Fantastic. If it would have been the only ones, it wouldn't have been as impactful than having Grush sitting there with them. Grush being someone at the level he was at, and being able to say, I worked at this program, I was put there because of this, and while I was there, I discovered this, I was told this, there's only so much I can say here, but I did this, and this. Yes, we are not alone. Yes, we have this, yes, we have that. Very impactful. They all kind of scratch each other's backs with being there. And that's why this time around, you can have someone like a Grush again, who said, heard this, knew this, talked to these people, did this. But this time around, the Fravor and Graves people have to be people to say, yes, have the information, touch this, talk to that person, was part of that program, saw this, we did this, we did that, can tell you that this is what makes these things work, this, that, and that. That's what you need in order for places not to ignore it, for it to be in the headlines, for it to be real. That's what you need. Are we going to get that? No. Ross is right. And I think I don't necessarily think that it is presidential. I don't know where it comes from. Every day I feel like, okay, yeah, the fight is still there because we're all asking for it. And that's the thing. Social media has I am not a someone who loves social media. I happen to hate it, ironically, where it is without it, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing here today, and social media counts with YouTube and everything else too. I just feel like it's been a society kick in the nuts. However, it is also very impactful. And one of the things that is impactful for here is it did not give social media has given protection to people and given validity to people that did not have that 50, 60 years ago, that were shut down so fast by organizations, and they had no one to back them. They had no one to talk to. They had no one to say, hey, this is what's happening to me. This is what I'm saying. Share this clip. That didn't happen. And I think a lot of people would have actually been mentally saved because they were so, the taboo was there so strongly because the majority of people who believed in it were not able to share their voices. So I do think, and I understand very much so, how social media has a very strong impact positively. I just think sometimes the negative aspect of it outweighs it, but that's my opinion. I know that not everybody shares the same thing. Anyway, what do you make of these thoughts by Ross Coulthart? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. As I tell you, each and every video, if you want to help out this channel, the way to do it, you want to keep us going, get yourself something great. I'll tell you about 2 wonderful sponsors here today. I hope you get them. I hope you love them. Here you go. All right. You know Viagra, you know Cialis, you know them all. You probably even tried them. But if you want something beyond the usual pill, you got to meet Rougiette Ready. So if the usual pills are not doing it for you, Rougiette Ready, it really could be the answer. It's a 3-in-1 formula, dissolves under your tongue to absorb fast. You'll be ready in just 15 minutes on average, not hours, and effects can last up to 36 hours. That means you stay confident, you stay present, and in control when the moment is right. Getting started is simple. Rougiette connects you with a board-certified doctor, 100% online. If you're prescribed, your treatment ships quickly to your door. Connect with a provider at rougiette.com/DTE and see if Rougiette Ready prescription is right for you. You can use that code DTE, get 15% off today. That is RUGIET.com/DTE. Use that promo code DTE, get 15% off today. Head to rougiette.com/DTE and use that code DTE to get 15% off today. Use the code, support the show, and let Rougiette know that we sent you. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rougiette website for full safety information.